Along roadsides, field edges, and forgotten corners of the landscape grows one of the most infamous plants in human history, poison hemlock, also known as Conium maculatum. It is a towering member of the carrot family whose delicate white flowers conceal a powerful chemical defense. From ancient Greece to modern North America, this toxic plant has earned a reputation that has endured over 2,000 years. Standing over 8 feet tall and covered in clusters of white flowers, poison hemlock can appear harmless to the untrained eye. Yet hidden within its leaves, stems, roots, and seeds are potent neurotoxins capable of causing paralysis and death. This is the story of poison hemlock, one of the world's most notorious poisonous plants. Poison hemlock, scientifically known as Conium maculatum, is one of the most infamous poisonous plants in human history. Native to Europe, North Africa, and Western Asia, this member of the carrot family is spread across most of the world and can now be found growing along roadsides, fields, ditches, riverbanks, and disturbed habitats throughout America. At first glance, poison hemlock doesn't look particularly threatening. Its delicate fern-like leaves and umbrella-shaped clusters of white flowers can even appear beautiful. Unfortunately, appearances can be deceiving. Every part of this plant contains powerful neurotoxic alkaloids capable of causing paralysis in both humans and animals. Today we'll explore the biology, identification, chemistry, history, and the ecology of one of the world's most famous toxic plants. Poison hemlock belongs to the family Apiaceae, sometimes called the carrot or parsley family. This family includes many familiar edibles such as carrots, parsley, dill, fennel, and parsnip. But the family also contains some of the most toxic plants in the temperate world. Water hemlock, cicuta, fool's parsley, Ayathia sinapium, giant hogweed, Herculaneum mantegazanium, and wild parsnip, Pastinaca sativa. This highlights an important lesson in botany. Plant families can contain both food and poison. The same family that gives us carrots also gives us plants capable of causing fatal poisoning. Poison hemlock is a biennial plant. During its first year, it produces a low-growing rosette of leaves near the ground. During its second year, it rapidly bolts upward and can reach heights of 6 to 10 feet or more. The stems are one of the most recognizable features. They are smooth, hollow, hairless, marked with purple blotches or streaks. These purple markings are often the first characteristic people learn when identifying poison hemlock. The leaves are finely divided and resemble parsley, carrot tops, or fern fronds. When crushed, the plant often produces an unpleasant odor that many people describe as mouse-like or musty. The flowers appear in large umbrella-shaped clusters known as umbels. Each individual flower is small, white, and 5-petaled. After flowering, the plant produces seeds which help it spread rapidly through disturbed environments. In North America, hemlock is considered an invasive species. In many regions, it thrives in roadsides, field edges, floodplains, ditches, pastures, and vacant lots. The plant is particularly successful because it grows quickly, produces large numbers of seeds, and can outcompete native vegetation. In some areas, entire roadsides become dominated by poison hemlock. During spring and early summer, its spread has become a growing concern for land managers and farmers. The danger of poison hemlock comes from a group of compounds known as piperidine alkaloids. The most familiar of these is Coniine. Other related alkaloids include gamma-cosinine, conhydrine, and pseudoconhydrine. These chemicals and compounds are produced throughout the plant. Leaves, stems, flowers, roots, and seeds can all contain toxic concentrations. Interestingly, toxin levels are not constant. Young plants often contain different alkaloid profiles than mature flowering plants. Environmental conditions can also influence alkaloid production. Coniine primarily affects the nervous system. The molecule targets nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, which are involved in communication between nerves and muscles. Initially, exposure may cause stimulation of these receptors. As poisoning progresses, normal nerve signaling begins to fail. Muscles lose their ability to receive instructions from the nervous system. The result is progressive paralysis. Symptoms may include tremors, weakness, difficulty speaking, blurred vision, excessive salivation, loss of coordination, and in severe cases, paralysis spreads upward through the body. Eventually, the muscles responsible for breathing stop functioning. Historically, the respiratory paralysis was a primary cause of death. One of the frightening aspects of poison hemlock poisoning is that mental awareness may remain intact while paralysis progresses. No discussion of poison hemlock would be complete without mentioning the Greek philosopher Socrates. In 399 BCE, Socrates was sentenced to death by the city of Athens. Historical accounts describe him as drinking a preparation believed to have contained poison hemlock. According to the writings of Plato, paralysis gradually moved through Socrates' body before his death. Although historians continue to debate the exact details, poison hemlock remains strongly associated with one of history's most famous executions. The plant's reputation today is inseparable from that story. Poison hemlock poses significant risks to livestock, cattle, horses, sheep, goats, and other grazing animals. May be poisoned if sufficient quantities are consumed. Animals are generally reluctant to eat the plant when forage is abundant. However, drought conditions, overgrazing, or contaminated hay can increase risk. In addition to acute poisoning, poison hemlock has been associated with developmental abnormalities in livestock exposed to the plant during any pregnancy. For ranchers and farmers, the plant represents both an ecological and economic concern. Despite its toxicity, poison hemlock is still part of ecological systems. Various insects visit its flowers and utilize its nectar and pollen. However, its invasive nature often allows it to dominate habitats at the expense of native species. For this reason, many conservation efforts focus on controlling or removing larger infestations. The plant serves as a reminder that ecological value and ecological harm can exist simultaneously. Poison hemlock is a plant of contradictions. It belongs to the same family as carrots and parsley, yet contains powerful neurotoxins. Its flowers are delicate and attractive, yet every part of the plant can be dangerous. It has shaped human history, influenced toxicology, challenged land managers, and earned a reputation that has persisted for thousands of years. Understanding poison hemlock requires looking beyond its notoriety and appreciating both its biology and chemistry. Like many toxic plants, it demonstrates a central lesson in botany. Nature's most dangerous organisms are not always the ones that look dangerous. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.